milk, man. I'm like at the store. I'm at Myers buying milk and bread. And I'm freaking watching the game. I have my phone on the cart. And I'm like freaking about to scream after the Fire take the lead again. And I'm like, holy I'm like pacing back and forth. I think the people thought it was crazy because I'm like pacing down the aisle and the, and the refrigerator section, and I keep going back and forth. I keep forgetting what I need to get, and holy shit, Guti makes a 5, and I'm freaking high. Like I'm like, holy shit, we're actually gonna win this thing. We're going to the playoffs.
Welcome to the Enemies of the Fire podcast. We are here this week to do all sorts of fun stuff, include qualify for the playoffs. I'm not even going to come up with anything else fun and cool to say. You have, as you noticed, there are 3 of us here, which means DPG is on doing Dad of the Year stuff. I am FC Neo Tokyo. That is Jaymes, and that down there is Serena. Everybody, how are we doing tonight? How are we doing this week? How do we feel?
I think we're
feeling
doing
great.
The best I've ever felt as a Fire fan for the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Best Fire feeling.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It is amazing. We'll get to that, but I don't know. This feels even better than that did.
And we called it. Go back to episode 1. We called it.
We sure did. So, all right. So we all feel good, which means we haven't been affected by the phenomenon yet. But let's bring up Christian Pulisic, because we get on this show and we throw around the word world class and we argue, and DPG says I'm crazy and I'm like, the kid's good. But like, wow, this kid is good. Like right now, 7 games. He's 7 games, 2 of which were cup competition. 6 goals, 2 assists. Did we expect Pulisic to hit the ground running like this?
Yes. How many more years does he have to be the best player at his club for, like, in a top league?
All right.
And then, if Toke, if you could show that image I sent to you to the thread where it showed the various if his names were a little different.
Meme of like
so
if
that
it was Spanish or Brazilian or English.
Yeah, if it basically was a little graphic showing like it had Christian Pulisic, the same player been born. If he was Spanish, he'd be Puli, and it'd be worth double.
200 million.
If he was born in Brazil, if he was born in France, if he was born in England, it was
160 mil.
Christian Pulford or something like that, and it was like triple. And then it had him born in Brazil, Christian Paulinho or something, and it was worth like Godzooks money. It was
That's my
ridiculous.
favorite one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is a
The funny thing is, it's not like Croatians are undervalued either. It's just the American part. Like, it's not his name that's giving. It's the problem. It's the nationality.
I didn't even think about that. You're right. Which is funny.
What?
I didn't even think about he's playing with what's his name now? I can't even think of it. Dude from Real Madrid, the Croatian.
Modric.
Thank you, Luka Modric.
Luka Modric.
Yes. Oh my God, I couldn't think of his name. But no, there's a tendency to think like after a year like Pulisic had last year, which I agree, I believed was best 11 in Serie A, right? He just hit the ground running. There's no like hiccup. Should everybody have shut up? Like, is it a good thing he missed the Gold Cup?
You know who else scored last Sunday with Christian Pulisic? On the opposing team was Kevin De Bruyne. A penalty for the loss to Napoli. Milan.
Future Chicago Fire player.
Yeah, Napoli won
almost. It was apparently pretty darn close, but
it could still happen.
It could happen in the future. He's still
not
Champions League viable. So you'd think he wants to be at some sort of Champions League or Europa League team.
I will say with Pulisic, I feel like my one thing is I was like, how is this documentary thing going to affect him? I'm surprised that he's doing so. I thought maybe that would adversely affect him, just being, having that come out and having that all be in the press.
There was some weird video that I saw the other day, like it was his girlfriend or something, like posting like him and eating macaroni and cheese that she made for him or something like that. And I was like, oh wow, he's not exactly eating like Sean McVay, the coach of the LA Rams, who's very health conscious coach. But he's, but at the same time, sometimes in soccer you got a carb load, especially to get that energy. So it was just funny seeing that, and it made me wonder. Maybe that's just like a one-off, and that's for the show. But when you were talking about that, it made me think of that.
Yeah, I guess it's funny. I watched a like 3 or 4, I don't know however many episodes, a few episodes of it, but back a few months ago. And it really is just trying to make him seem like a human being. Like I
play video games.
I think he's like, I do think he's a world-class player. I think he's great. I think he has like the personality of a piece of toast. And I feel like the whole point of the documentary is to be like, look at him. He like talks to his friends. He plays video games. Exactly.
They got
dances. He eats macaroni and cheese.
They got a video of him writing a letter back home and putting the postage stamp on it.
Oh my god!
And everything.
I can't believe I haven't watched this. I need to watch this. Like,
yeah, you should watch it. It's pretty funny.
Because it seems as though it's like if you like him, it makes you feel better, and if you don't, it's ammunition for for hating. Oh man,
it's kind of just like honestly, like nothing happens.
It's like Seinfeld.
Yeah,
yeah.
But without the funny.
What's his name? Oh God, Kramer busts into his room in one of these episodes.
Yeah, honestly, I wish.
It'd be Weston McKennie.
Oh,
it'd be Weston. It'd be like, I could see it. I could see Weston just bursting through the door.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about how good this kid is at soccer, but now we're pitching a TV show. I like this. Serginho Dest is the neighbor, the just complete like aloof neighbor. You got Weston McKennie who will bust in the door at a moment's notice. Who else can live?
Who's
on the
Newman? Who's Newman?
Pochettino.
No. Landon Donovan.
Oh,
yeah,
even better.
Yeah. Honestly,
Land.
Worse
and
in
every
more
time,
ways than one.
And every time Pulisic sees him, he goes Donovan.
Oh
yeah,
God,
that really works.
No, this is completely off the rails. 6 goals in 7 games is good, right? All right. Anyway,
and Tyler Adams is George Costanza.
Dude, speaking of Tyler Adams, I do every time I think he's doing great, I find out he's injured. Every time I think he's injured, I find out he's like leading the Premiership. But actually, forget Tyler Adams. I said the Premiership would make me think of Chris Richards, man.
He's been killing it. Look at that team. Crystal Palace in 3rd place in all of the land.
Yeah, crazy.
It's
Liverpool,
so funny.
Yeah.
We can't.
Kings are watching him play.
We can't ever have everything, right? Like now that he's popping off, CCV is falling off. Like Trusty can't even get in a game for Celtic. Like we don't have anything around him, man.
Joe Scally's on a sinking ship.
Oh my God!
Along with
constantly injured.
Oh my God! So okay, well Chris Richards is awesome. I guess that's all we're going to talk about out of our analysis. But let's move on.
He's so awesome.
A great game. The Crystal Palace
he's one of the
reasons.
reasons.
Great.
He's one of the reasons that Crystal Palace is doing so good.
100%. He is one of the. He is a main reason why they're doing well. It's good.
He's taking a step up.
You're right,
and that's huge. That's basically. I heard somebody talking about it earlier, saying that finally, in addition to Christian Pulisic, somebody and Jedi Robinson, who are the 2 closest to the top level players we have, finally we have a 3rd man entering the picture, and it's not Malik Tilman, it's it's Chris Richards.
Definitely not Tilman.
God, you guys just keep mentioning more and more exciting things. So before we get to another thing that's exciting, let's move to Germany. Actually, all of Germany is exciting because we have Tilman. And Serena's going to have to tell us how Tilman's doing. And then you have Gladbach just completely relegation
opposite of exciting
fodder. Yeah, and so let's talk Tilman first. Is he getting on the field still?
Yes, he is. I feel like I couldn't watch today because I think we'll maybe mention it later, but I was at the Cubs playoff game, right when Leverkusen was playing in the Champions League. I heard he didn't play amazingly. He is still getting the start, and I think he's getting most of the game time. Like he's, if he's getting acceptance in the later half of the game. But I heard he didn't play amazingly, and he didn't play he played okay. He played a little bit better than he had been in the last league match last weekend. But yeah, it's not star material quite yet. He's, you got to give him time, and it's still early, but it hasn't been a vast improvement, I'd say.
He started though, which is huge.
He cost. They pay a lot for him, so I think he's gonna start. Honestly, I think that's kind of they paid 35 million, which for Germany is Bundesliga is a lot for a club like Leverkusen is a lot. So I think he's gonna keep getting starts, and I think he can improve. He's not making horrible mistakes or anything like that. And he's definitely playing better than there were a few games early on where I was like, wow, he's like genuinely the worst player on the pitch. But yeah, he definitely has room to improve.
Well, on a long enough timeline, this just looks like a slow start to like a great 3-year stint, right?
Exactly.
Because it's not like the guy you replaced is not having his own kind of cold streak either.
Honestly, yeah, kind of similar. Yeah, kind of similar. Well, maybe not as similar because I feel like Wirtz is definitely facing a lot of I actually am not convinced that Wirtz is playing that poorly. I think he's getting just a lot of flack. Yeah, of course I'd say that, but genuinely, he is improving, and I think. I don't know. Yeah, I won't get too much into it because I'm number one Wirtz defender, but I do think he definitely people can see that there's potential there. With Tilman, I almost haven't quite seen the potential as much. There are almost other players on the team who are younger who I almost see more potential with. I think Tilman needs to find his footing still, and then maybe start showing some of his talent, and then we can work from there. But I haven't seen even that yet.
So,
sounds alarming to me for a 30 million signing.
Well, yeah, but if you spent 30 million, you got to try and make it work. How are the fans treating him?
Yeah.
Have they turned on him yet?
I wouldn't say fully, but we're we're on that off ramp or on ramp, depending on how you want to think about it. We're getting there. It's not like a full turning on him, but people are definitely like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't start. Let's see.
Well, from that sunshiny situation,
yikes!
Not looking great. But then,
they won last game, and he started for them. So there could be maybe we're misreading things.
Fingers. But no, to your point, Jaymes, there is a lot of time left, and they spent a lot of money on him, and I think they want it to work, which is good for everybody involved.
They're also using him in an interesting position. They have a very interesting lineup here. So they run a 3-4-2-1. One single striker, two advanced midfielders, not wingers. They're wingerless. It's kind of like a tree or an arrow pointing at. And then they have a four-man midfield. Tope or Tape, could be either or. I'm not sure.
Tope.
Garcia Fernandez. Is that Enzo Fernandez?
No.
And Grimaldo.
Different.
Oh, okay, different Fernandez.
Fernandez, I think.
Enki and Grimaldo.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about? I just got sidetracked. We got to talk Ballon d'Or.
Oh yeah, you missed it last week, baby. We
All right, I just gotta have a. I just want to. It's kind of wild, like the list. It's half PSG players.
Well, they did they did win.
Yeah,
the
they
Champions
did.
League. So that helps.
But is it really? Are those really the best? Is Ousmane Dembele really the best player? Is he really the best player in the world? And it's not Lamine Yamal. In what?
It should be Rafinha. I said that last episode.
Yes.
I'll say it again.
Interesting.
Definitely should not be Lamine Yamal in my opinion, but definitely should be Rafinha.
And so it shouldn't be Ousmane either.
I think I could see the argument for Ousmane because he won the Champions League. He was a leader. He performed so well. He had like a comeback story, and all of this is marketing and PR and all that. So I can see that. I can see the.
But he's not even a big
there.
star. He's a great player, but he's not. I don't know. It just. It's so funny that we're going to go into a World Cup and Mbappe, who many would think is the best player in the world, still has yet to win a best player in the world, and he's going to be playing Superman.
This could be
He's going to be playing Superman at the next World Cup, and Robin is essentially the best player in the world.
Well,
so it seems
don't count them out yet, because right now Real Madrid is like their entire offense is just get the ball to Mbappe.
That's what I'm saying. This is I think we're off to a good year from Mbappe. This could be it for him. So
this
and
could
also,
be the year.
what does Mo Salah have to do?
I mean,
what does Mo Salah have to do?
I think the Ballon d'Or dream for Mo Salah is over. I think Mo Salah can continue to have a very rich.
It should have been this year.
Career. Well, wait.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Didn't the year after Liverpool won, he personally had like a ridiculous year? Like he scored every one of their goals or whatever.
He's had other years that were better.
You know what? You know what it was? The last Messi year is probably what should have been his year.
And Messi shouldn't have won it that year.
Well,
all those, Messi, we're not like there are probably plenty of people who should have won it all those years.
Oh my God! Think of all those amazing, all the amazing lists that now have to.
Neymar is like Neymar never got to do anything.
Neymar never sniffed it, man. There's no for me. Neymar is a complete like he is 70% of what he ever could have been, even at his height of power. It's what would that have even been? What, the 2016 or 2018 World Cup? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been the height.
I guess it's just like the whole thing of like imagine how much you could have unlocked the whole thing if you weren't just in the shadow behind Messi and Ronaldo the whole time. Maybe. It's like the thinking. Yeah. I don't know that I subscribe to that either, but there just are a lot of players who are overshadowed, I think, by that. And maybe winning the Champions League is another thing like that, where if you win that, then you don't win that, then as a player your other accomplishments are overshadowed, and that's just the fact of the award. And
I mean,
that's an interesting point you bring up, and I've heard something in a similar idea proselytized. Basically, the Champions League, they won it, so that goes into your big resume for the Ballon d'Or. I'm hearing that next year Cole Palmer might be a bit of a surprise. He was 8th in voting this year. Well, coming off of the Club World Cup, wonder what his position might be, and because they're going to be looking to make that valuable or make that seem valuable. They're trying to sell that idea. I'm buying the Club World Cup, even though it's a summer World Cup. I think that there are most teams didn't give a shit about it, but there's still something to it. Being the team that gave the shit the most to go do it, like just to
and
I
his
think that counts for something.
I mean, his individual performance, he single-handedly won that game, and he performed so well the whole time, and he's just hilarious. And we also covered Cole Palmer a lot last episode, I know, so I won't get too far into it, but great photo of him that just came out, or video of him on the sidelines at their last match wearing head-to-toe puffer. He's wearing Ugg slippers, puffer jacket, like ski pants, and it's genuine. I'm like, it cannot. I know like for a fact it was not cold.
It looked like something early Missy Elliott would have worn. Like
yeah. I could see Missy Elliott or showing up in Ted Lasso episode.
Oh.
It's like genuinely like probably 55 at the most, at the coldest, like 55 degrees Fahrenheit at Stamford Bridge yesterday.
Oh,
it's like, get the freak on. Get your freak on.
But, okay, we got way off track. I think the last thing I'll say is Gladbach not looking good. They're going to get relegated, or if they don't change anything, they're going to get relegated. Reyna, bad luck. Of course, he joined, and Gladbach was doing fine last year, and then he joined, and they are in a dark tunnel, and he got injured after 2 matches. So,
do you guys know who Joe?
Classic Reyna.
Well, do you guys know who Joe Scally is this season?
Yeah,
he's Rafa Shihos back when he was on the Fire, because the whole team is terrible, but he's out there giving it his all and leading the troops, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely he's stepped up in leadership. I think I said this in the chat, but he's getting a lot of good feedback on his post-match interview, where he was being, he's being very frank and saying the team has too much ego, and they need to work harder and think less about themselves. And it was again very frank, very honest, and it got him, I think, some points in the media for that, because I think it's just true and someone needed to say it, and did not think it'd be him, but.
Hey, you know what? It's good to see a guy take the reins of a team. Now, Jaymes, I think, is going to explode. I think you thought of something.
I want to add a topic. Yeah, I want to add a topic on the fly here because we didn't speak about this beforehand, but it was announced, and I know we did not talk about it last podcast. It was recently announced for the Super Bowl halftime show, it will be Bad Bunny taking the stage.
Very exciting.
How you guys feeling about that? If you want me to go first, I'll go first. Otherwise, unless you guys want to take it away for a minute.
I mean, all I have to say is I love Bad Bunny. I've seen him live before, so
it'd be a fun show, is what you're saying. Give it.
The show was, when I saw it, it was great. I mean, it was amazing. So.
Wait, where'd you see
I have questions. I have questions. Hold on, I'll give my 2 cents real quick. I'm not excited about it. Not excited about it at all. It feels like The Weeknd. It feels like what last year's show was. I was not a Kendrick fan. Like, I thought it was like, oh my god, put Lil Wayne would have been such a better show for New Orleans.
You want that man to have seizures on a stage? Like, leave Lil Wayne alone, man. Dude,
it would have been awesome. I would have loved Lil Wayne. But I'm not excited about this. I loved him in Billy Madison too. I thought he was one of the funniest characters in Billy Madison. I thought he was Billy Madison's son for half the movie. But all the same, he seems like a funny guy. Seems like he's got fun, good music. I'm not excited. I don't want it. Give me something. Give me Creed. Give me Metallica. They're in LA, I believe.
Metallica would
be the broad population of both of those would probably be a lot lower. So,
well, Creed's already done it, or no? They did like a Thanksgiving thing. They did like a Thanksgiving thing,
but Metallica would be ridiculous.
Okay, I would give you Metallica, but I'll say this: like, I use YouTube Music because I pay for YouTube to not have ads, right? So I don't have Spotify. So all the dudes in work had no idea who Bad Bunny was. I'm like, listen, I don't like, you all know the kind of music I listen to. Everyone knows the kind of music I listen to. It's in the breaks. But like, I even just looked it up on YouTube because I do not listen to Bad Bunny. He had over 10 songs on YouTube with over 1 billion spins. Let alone what you think he's got on Spotify.
In the world.
Yeah, like,
but you've never heard.
I'm like,
I think billions.
Like the biggest artist on the planet right now. Just like,
actually, yeah.
And like, I remember so where did you see him? Because he was playing the Allstate Arena not too long ago.
That's where I saw him. I saw him like I think it was 3 years ago.
Was it? Oh my god.
It was his first concert. Yeah. It was great.
I have a theory. I want to hear a little bit more about Bad Bunny. Sell Bad Bunny to the people who are like me, who are like, well, there's multiple people. There's people who are like, Bad Bunny, fuck that guy. There's people who are like, Bad Bunny, who the fuck is that? There's people who are like, Bad Bunny, isn't there a better musical choice? Sell us Bad Bunny a little bit.
I mean, I don't know that I could sell him. I think you have to, if you listen to the music and you like it, then I don't think I'm going to sell. I don't think it's his like personality or like I think the performance is going to be great. I think that's probably what I would, if I had to sell something, I would sell that. Like, even just at the Allstate Arena, it was. Is
it rap? Is it music? Is it a little bit of both?
No, it's like.
Is it calypso sounding? Like
reggaeton. It's like got a little bit of rap. It's
reggaeton.
Oh yeah,
reggaeton sounds.
You gotta look this up, man. You gotta.
Oh yeah, no.
I think people will like reggaeton.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It's very popular genre. You gotta look it up.
This might surprise people. Then this might come out of left field, and people are gonna get gobsmacked and they'll be like, "Whoa."
I feel like if you go to any bar that plays like popular music, you'll probably hear about songs sprinkled
that's the
in there.
thing. You've heard it before. You just don't know.
Or like TikTok or like Instagram Reels. Like I feel like the thing about him that's probably especially amassed such broad knowledge of him is that he has some like actual reggaeton songs that are like, I wouldn't say hardcore, but like they're more, actually in that genre. And then he has some that are more. He has some songs that are just more poppy, or he is featured in some kind of more
pop, he's an artist with crossover appeal.
Like, exactly. But yeah, I think he's like honestly for me one of the more perfect Super Bowl choices just for the performance value alone, because he goes all out. Like when I saw him at the Allstate Arena, he drove into the stage on top of a giant semi truck, like inside. And he was like performing on top of it. Yes. And we were sitting, the only seats I could get were like the kind that are behind the stage almost, like you're kind of looking at it back.
Oh, that sucks.
Really high up and like behind it, and it was still it was still amazing. So
listen to something called
check it out.
And it sounds.
That's an old one.
So one thing I don't know about him.
It sounds nice.
One thing I don't know about him is he like a dancey dude? Like, are we gonna get dance routines from him or no?
Not really.
Okay.
No. He himself. He'll probably have. I'm sure he'll have plenty of dancers with him, but he's not like. Yeah, he's not a dancer.
Okay. Interesting. So
singer and like rapper.
So we did a whole segment about this earlier this year when they talked about FIFA World Cup having a halftime show. So we all said different bands, like we thought of like the Oasises and the this and the that and all that other nonsense. But who would you want to see, Serena? Because you did not get a chance to jump in on that.
The World Cup, or just in one of these like situations?
Yeah, in one of these situations. Let's say the World Cup. Yeah,
I mean, I personally would love to see Shakira.
I said Shakira.
I thought that was one of the best best Super Bowl. I've loved her since I was a kid.
That's my number one.
I just personally, I would love to see it. I just love her, and I've never seen her live, so.
In that vein, I have a little conspiracy theory that I concocted up, and as I was thinking about it just now, I realized, maybe it's true, but it's not really a conspiracy theory, and maybe there's nothing to it at all, but I think it's going to happen regardless. Bad Bunny was this year's Super Bowl. Guess who's going to retire after this season? Travis Kelce. Guess who his wife is? Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift will be the next Super Bowl halftime show.
I find that very believable.
You don't think that they're going to bring her out for a part of the Bad Bunny thing? Don't you think that would be the biggest pull ever? No?
It would be the biggest pull.
I'm surprised that
that could be set up for next year.
Would mesh better, because I could see that happening, but I feel like I cannot see where Taylor Swift would be relevant to any Bad Bunny song or perform. Like, I don't see how they'd slide her in there. The genres are very conflicting. But cool. I think for next year, I like the next year idea.
Oh, wait a second. Bad Bunny. What if he does a little Bob Marley? What if he throws a little like he throws a cover song, so to speak, and then he brings in Taylor.
Some covers. Yeah, they could if they wanted to, and if they wanted to push it, and I feel like they probably do, because the amount of money that they'd be pulling in for that would be insane. I bet they could. They'd find something he could do, like
Little Toots in the Maytals,
Taylor Swift song or something. He can sing, so yeah,
it could be fun. All right, we're giving you ideas, Bad Bunny. Bring Taylor out. Bring Taylor out for a little cover or something. In fact, people are saying Creed, do Creed. Let me take you higher.
I couldn't think of any. I couldn't, like, I would be so like, oh my God, yay, guitars. Oh, God damn it, it's Creed.
I saw somebody suggest
God damn it,
Nickelback.
I'm at Phillies game.
I would like Nickelback better than Creed. I've said it here first. Nickelback laps Creed.
I think Nickelback could be fun.
Fucking how
Greta Van Fleet. I'd take that.
Who knows, man. I liked your Metallica shout. That's the closest thing
think that's the best one.
I could ever get to something
like
I would
universal.
like at the Super Bowl. All right,
dude.
Well, okay,
bring out Metallica and Rum DMC. Game, set, match, over.
Dude,
it'd be over. It'd be like
winning.
Okay, I have so much to tell you about Run DMC and why that's not going to happen. But beyond that,
oh no.
Okay.
But beyond that, so all right, this actually leads into, we've been talking about Super Bowl finals. So there are 3 finals happening right now tonight, which is hilarious because I don't give a shit about any one of them. I should.
Wait a second. I got to hold you accountable.
Fair.
Mr. I will ride and die with the U.S. Open Cup. You said it.
Oh, I can't hear those words. I can't hear U.S. Open Cup.
Don't make me have to defend a game of Nashville versus
Toke
Austin.
is a defender of the U.S. Open Cup, and therefore he is very invested in the outcome of the U.S. Open Cup. He's concerned.
It looks like it's a good game right now. It's some back and forth goals. Penalty just now, it looks like.
Who are you rooting for? Austin or Nashville?
I mean, if you're asking
Ani Mukhtar or Matthew McConaughey.
Nashville, 100%. We still
We beat Nashville, so I'm going with that.
Yeah, listen, we still save the Crew around here despite them being, the Crew. So, we're always going to be pro anybody
How
but
about
Austin. Huh?
How about the Crew's precipitous fall from grace? I mean, yes, they're still holding on to a playoff spot, but it seems like the mighty have fallen. Something has happened to this squad. Something has happened to
Gotta
Columbus
watch last
because
episode. We had
Connor on, but no, they've been pilfered.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They got everything taken from them. All right, so Nashville is up 2-1 in that. Well, hold on. So
Yep.
Jaymes brought up the Canadian Cup. The Canadian Championship Cup is tonight as well. And it is an all Vancouver affair. So for your Vancouver Whitecaps supporters, apparently you have to beat Vancouver FC, who they're
go ahead.
No, they're in the Canadian Premier League.
And I actually watched them. I think I watched their game, their quarterfinal, I don't know why. It's just because it was the only thing on TV and it was late and wanted to watch some soccer, so I put that on. Or maybe I can't remember if it was the Whitecaps one or the Vancouver FC one, but I remember I turned it on. I was like, what am I watching? But, it was a good game. And now here they are.
We always got to root for underdogs, right? Let's go Vancouver FC.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know why this name is making me so happy. Igor Jesus. Igor Jesus.
You should look up, the videos, the Premier League pronunciation videos they do that go viral every year because all of them say their names in like really weird ways. The Igor Jesus one is really funny because his eyes are like bloodshot, like completely bloodshot, and they're watering, and he's like, Igor Jesus. It's really worth a watch. You're like, what happened to this guy?
Oh God, he got fucking stoned before he did it. Oh man.
Yeah.
And then
my question is, what happened to Cucho Hernandez? That's what actually I was looking up. I'm looking up Real Betis, and I'm looking to see if Cucho Hernandez has played a significant role with them. He got a yellow card 2 games ago, but that was in Europa League against Nottingham Forest. He didn't play the last game, so I've been wondering. Ooh,
I have not been paying attention to how things have been going for Cucho, but Columbus got pilfered, dude. They lost everything, and Rossi was hurt, but Cucho, he might be coming back to MLS. Some people just
he's got 3 goals and assists in 7 matches.
I guess it's not that bad.
That's not bad.
No, I you wouldn't kick that out of bed. Anyway, all right, so the last final tonight, do we care about this? I used to care. It's the Champions League, right? Toluca versus Galaxy?
I wanted to hear about Vancouver versus Vancouver.
Who knows anything about Vancouver versus Vancouver?
I don't think anyone knows anything. I think Vancouver are favored, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think the
Vancouver's
MLS
favored?
team will win. I'll put it that way. I think the MLS team will win. Like that. There's my in-depth analysis. And that's about as much as you get out of me for Galaxy versus Toluca. I don't think
they don't start for another hour.
Yeah, so. I don't think there's a prayer the Galaxy win this game. I mean,
is Toluca that good?
No, they're just the worst team in MLS.
I mean, Toluca could be pretty bad too. I don't. I'm
so wait, hold on. Is this CONCACAF Champions League or is this
Leagues
Cup?
Toluca's in first place. Toluca's the best team in Liga MX right now.
Whoops.
Whoops.
All right. Well,
stepped into that one.
Listen, hard-hitting analysis. I don't think Galaxy have a prayer. I think the MLS team is going to win in Canada, and Nashville's already
game, though.
Yeah.
It's a one-off game, and it's just like that Cubs game. It all comes down, and it doesn't matter how you played the rest of the past season. It doesn't matter how you started the season. It doesn't matter what you ate for dinner last night. What matters is this one fucking moment, this time, and it is. It was not the Cubs' time.
They did not bring it. I don't know if we're going into the.
Let's do it right now before we take
into it.
Let's get into it before we take a break. And so, Serena. So, for all of you around here, not only are we celebrating the fact that the Fire are making the playoffs, but the Cubs of all fucking people are in the playoffs. Now, Serena was at the game today.
White Sox.
And the Cubs, now, mind you, the Cubs won yesterday.
White Sox.
Yep.
So, Serena, how bad is the sky falling now? How was the game?
The game was horrible, I will say. It was like and I said this yesterday, they did win yesterday, but I watched part of the game and, they weren't dominant by any means. It was, I don't want to say lucky, but it was 2 solo home runs yesterday. 2 solo home runs and like 1 late inning run, just, ran in, which is fine and that's good, but it wasn't, again, they didn't like smash it. And
The bats
Padres
died.
pitching, the bats died. The Padres pitching was like insane today. And Mason Miller is just insane to watch. Like he's pitching 104 in the 7th inning. We got
In the
5 straight
7th?
Ks. Yeah, I mean it was like the Cubs they couldn't do anything. Like
And Cubs had nobody to match as far as their aces.
I think the last the Cubs got somebody on I think Seiya hit a double in the 4th, and then nobody saw a base until somebody was hit by a pitch in like the 8th, maybe. Like it was complete shutout. So it was disheartening because the whole environment was so hype, like in the beginning, and everyone's got the rally towels and everyone's like really loud and standing up for every at bat and everything. And then, Manny Machado, I left to go to the bathroom right when this happened, but Manny Machado hits a 3-run home run or 2-run home run, and just totally sucked the air out of Wrigley, and everybody just got really disappointed and it got really quiet, and the Cubs reflected that in their performance, and so
there's
Yeah,
no
not
real
good.
fixing this team. However, next year maybe there's a way to retool. And I want to ask you if you could change 2 things. One of those things being somewhere on the infield or outfield, one of those players, and the second thing being a pitcher, be it a closer, a reliever, or a starting pitcher. What 2 pieces do you think that this team needs?
I think definitely not defense. We don't need like anybody who's better at like we're great at that. I think we need some big bats. We need bigger bats. I mean, Tucker was huge when he was good. I don't know what happened to Tucker. After his
What about
injury,
PCA?
It's been horrible. PCA also fell off. Like he's not been hitting. We need like big bats. We need people who can hit it out of the. I mean, I've been to 3 or 4 Cubs games in the past like month, and I don't think I've even seen. Maybe I've seen 1 home run from Seiya.
What?
Like just,
That is
there's
odd.
Dang.
That is
big
odd.
bats are not there, and the starting pitching is just kind of abysmal right now. I mean, we started a bullpen game today. It was like Andrew Kittredge pitched 1 inning, and then they brought Shota in for 3 innings, and then we got 5 more other guys. So obviously some of that is limiting it for in case we go further, but I think the starting pitching needs some help too.
Is the first baseman good enough for the Cubs to win it? Because that's an easy power bat you could bring in. You could get him out, bring in power bat there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's any of the positions themselves that are bad or not good enough. I think it really is just the people that they planned to be big bats did not pan out, or they haven't panned out in the past month, and you just really need that. Like you can't just have one. You can't have Suzuki be the only guy who can hit a home run. You need some of the guys who you plan to be able to do that, like Tucker and PCA, and even like Carson Kelly, who was good. Like, we've had spot like Shaw is randomly kind of good. Dansby has been okay, not at hitting, but at like not.
Michael Bush,
getting into a
like
double
I don't
play.
know.
Michael Bush has been okay, but like
I've never seen a first baseman be the leadoff guy. That's typically
he's
first
good,
baseman's
he's
like
fine, but he's
a
not going to
big-
be. He had like 1 streak, I think, last year where he hit a home run every game, and since then it's not like he's been like the huge home run hitter. Like we needed some guys who can actually hit big runs, and we just haven't had that for a while.
Does Dansby suck, or is he good? What's going on with Swanson?
Honestly, he was good these past 2 games. He was good today. He's great in defense.
He's batting 8th
Defense.
as far as I can see, though. Like,
yeah, I heard somebody say today that his issue is he always grounds out. If there are runners in scoring position, he loves to ground into a double play or just strike out or not progress the game at all. So I heard some people saying we should start him first so that he can just always be like if he's hitting leadoff, there's nobody on base. It was like less of a risk.
yeah.
But, yeah.
So it sounds like we need a big bat and a starting pitcher for the Cubbies.
Well, you guys make it sound like
Yeah.
they got bounced out of the playoffs already. Like,
No, they have. I mean, that's the thing. I just think it's going to be tight tomorrow. I don't think they looked even when they won yesterday.
it's
I don't
not
think they
over.
looked super convincing.
I thought
It's
it was
not
over.
yet. No, there's one more. I mean, it's tied 1-1 now, but they need to win tomorrow, otherwise they are out. And the Padres, just the Padres pitching is really good. So they need to scrape by with another win. I don't think, and I could be wrong. Maybe they'll go crazy tomorrow and just really lock in.
13-6, Xander Bogaerts, Machado, Tati, former White Sox, by the way. Worst trade of all time.
Cease pitched today. Imagine if they had
Dylan?
Cease and yeah.
Oh, the White Sox
honestly,
just want to lose all their fans.
I actually really like the Padres. I like a lot of their players. So I love Tatis. He's like one of my favorites. So
Freddie Fermin.
I always like seeing him play, but yeah, Freddie Fermin. Yeah, they got some great players, but.
So how was the fans afterwards? Was it just like crying in their beer, or were people have some optimism?
It was not very optimistic, I'll be honest. Maybe in the bleachers, like it seemed like maybe they had a little more optimism there, but around us, it was pretty disappointed.
It's gonna be hard for the bats to wake up right now. It sounds like.
Yeah. I think the morale is just kind of low, but we'll see. Maybe they will just really lock in and really get excited, and maybe they'll all wake up tomorrow. Maybe honestly, and some of it is just luck. Like the wind today was really weird, and you could see some of the balls being pushed back when they were hit up hard, and they could have been a home run if the wind had been different. So we'll see what it's like tomorrow. Maybe it'll be better.
It's actually pretty close though, because as far as runs go in the total series, the Padres have scored 4 total runs, and the Cubs have scored 3. So it's maybe it's not as abysmal. I was saying to Andrew, like, these are 2 pretty well-matched teams. I just think today was hard because it would have even been better if we had 1 run on the board. Like, just having no runs and no opportunity. Like, we had no opportunities to score. We had like 1 or 2 things where it looked like the hit could have almost been a home run, and that probably would have been the closest. But like, not having any opportunity is really just hard. Like, you just really feel like there's no potential. We got a chance tomorrow. However, we might not. They got Jameson Talon. Talon. He's pitching. He looks like he's decent.
He's good. I'm surprised. I didn't do that. I'm surprised they are starting him. That must
11-7, 3.6.8 era, and he's going against former Chicago Cub, Yu Darvish.
Oh my God, that guy's still playing.
I love you, Darvish.
You is 5-5 with a 5.38 ERA. So there's a chance. However,
was injured for most of the season.
But you is the type of guy who could just turn it on.
Yeah, he could lock in, and he could be at abysmal.
It was actually he was injured most of the season. I had him on my fantasy team, and he was just sitting on my injured list the whole year. But he finally came back just honestly like probably a month before the end of the season. He had a horrible game out, like horrible outing, like something crazy amount of earned runs, and then obviously kept him because he think he's gonna get better. Very next game, I think he had no earned runs and like 7 Ks. So he could turn it on. It could be bad. We'll see.
Well, good luck to the Cubs.
I think it's all about the wind.
Unexpected baseball podcast. Yeah. Love it.
I've not watched much baseball in the last 10 years. I'm not gonna lie. But shout out to the Cubs. Hopefully...
I feel like I've been to more games than I've watched on TV. Like I've been like you just go to a Cubs game. You go to them.
Yeah, I've been going to more games than I've watched, definitely.
I mean, like besides playoffs, but it's like when the teams are in the playoffs, then you get those on. But it's a 162 game season.
It is hard to keep my attention for that long, personally. But but shout out to the Cubs. Hopefully they win. Hopefully we get more playoff games in Chicago. And speaking of, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about playoffs in Chicago, baby.
Holy cow! You're talking about Blackhawks?
No, not quite. Now, James, before we tell them who we're talking about, what should they do with that like button?
Pretty please make sure you look that like button in the eye, like they know your last name, even though they just learned it, and just give it a nice gentle poke right there on the shoulder. Get out of here! We'll be right back here on Enemies of the Fire.
Welcome back, fellow enemies of the fire, and this is the Chicago Fire qualifying for the playoffs for the first time
Oh
since
yeah.
God knows how long. Everybody, how do we feel? What's going on?
Fire, fire,
Feeling
fire,
really good.
fire, fire.
Exactly.
Let's go. That's exactly how I feel. I loved DPG's little comment, which I hope has already been
Yeah.
played at
Yes,
the beginning of this
you've already
episode.
Yeah, we
heard
should
it.
insert that.
And you listeners have already heard it. Like when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, yippee sky
Yeah.
motherfuckers, let's fucking
And
go.
that, yeah,
Oh my God, it's
really was exactly how I was feeling too. Like I felt exactly the same way. It was just so like, what a way to win it. Like it's just so hype and the ups and the downs. Like my God, that game. I mean,
it was the whole season broke down into one game. You know, like all these bright spots, then like adversity, and then they finally do it, man.
Yeah.
To take you down a little walk down memory lane real quick before we could, it's part of the celebration. So 2017, our coach was Veljko Paunovic. Our goalkeeper, our starting goalkeeper, what was it, Matt Lamson or Jorge Bava, the cone? You also had Steven Cleveland and Richard Sanchez, if you remember.
Cleveland
those names.
played for Seattle for a hot minute.
Our defenders were former Stanford Cardinal Brandon Vincent, Johan Kappelhoff. Johan was a standby. Loved Johan. Michael Harrington. Not even joking.
We all
Michael
know.
Harrington.
We all know this podcast loves Michael Harrington and his ride.
We got a little ode.
His ride.
There's a video you can. If you search "Ode to Michael Harrington," I think you'll find our little video about him. Jonathan Campbell, former North Carolina Tar Heel. Patrick Duty, who my little brother actually played quite a long time with. Duty, and when we would see him at games, he'd always say, "Hey, what's up?" to us. And Jorge Luis Corrales, Christian Dean, Matej Dekovic, and João Mera.
Oh my God, I remember João Mera. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Whoa. Oh God. Come on. I gotta hear the midfield now.
All right, midfield. João Mera was like, wow.
João Mera, Kappelhoff, Brandon Vincent, Michael Harrington. These are some names, baby.
Legendary names.
Throwbacks.
Matt Polster, love it. Still in the league. Dax McCarty, recently retired. Awesome podcast.
Nice.
John Goosens. Remember John?
I remember John Goosens, the Dutchman. He's Dutch. He played for AZ, I think, after he left.
Two places. He looks like he's a voluntary, is where he came from. Arturo Alvarez. I liked Arturo. I always thought he was a class act. Good guy. What was wrong with Arturo?
I just was never a fan. It never hit me right.
Didn't he win a championship with LA Galaxy too, I think?
Probably. He was in San Jose when they were good for a while.
He never was with LA Galaxy. That's different. But I liked Arturo. He was a good player. Brant Bronico,
who's killing it over in Charlotte.
He comes from University of North Carolina, Charlotte, so he's right at home there. Georgi Mihailovic. Love that, Georgie.
I mean, part of the reason he left Chicago was that horrible injury, which is part of the reason why we lost that game.
I was right there. It happened right in front of me.
Ugh.
It happened right in front of DPG too, because I know where his seats were. His seats were to the left of me, because we were talking about it. So he'd happened right in front of me at DPG. Like, oh, that was awful. And it was a playoff game. We're like, ah.
That's horrible.
It just killed us.
It was.
Joey Calistri.
I remember Joey Calistri.
I remember all these names. Colin Fernandez. Drew Connor. Let's go, Drew. Juninho. That's the former LA Galaxy I was thinking of.
I forgot Juninho played for this team, dude.
Juninho. That's the former LA Galaxy I was thinking about.
He was cooked by the time he got to us, too.
DJ. You remember DJ? Daniel Johnson. DJ.
Oh my God! Damn! This is memory lane. Okay.
Daniel Johnson came over from he was playing over in like England, West Ham United youth squad, stuff like that. He tried to make it. Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Who?
Who?
Never heard of him.
That's great. And the last 5 players, Michael Deleu, the Lion.
Oh, Michael DeLu.
Michael Deleu. Yeah, Deleu, I called him. Luis Lucho, isn't it Lucho? Luis Salignac?
Oh, Luis Salignac. Oh my God.
I liked it. He's a good guy. Not the greatest soccer player.
It's rough.
That's what's tough about watching a terrible soccer team is like
That's what's tough about it. Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they're human beings, and you're like, man,
Yeah.
you're a
Good
human.
guys.
Yeah, that's
I bet you have people who love you. This is great. Just please don't play soccer for my team.
Yeah.
Go back to FK track guy, David Arshakian.
Oh no! Some of the worst misses in MLS history.
He was number 10 on the 2017 Chicago Fire, David Arshakian.
It's a wonder this team never went anywhere.
He was the number 10 on the same team. He practiced with Bastian Schweinsteiger.
You know that's
He had
funny
the
to think.
audacity. He had the audacity to lace up his boots in the same locker room as Bastian Schweinsteiger, let alone Mr. Eat Your Soup Velko Paunovic.
Oh God!
Wow.
And the last 2 players, fan favorites, I would say, both of them, for different reasons. Nemanja Nikolic, former Golden Boot winner with Chicago Fire, loved his stay here. And the true captain for the Chicago Fire, I thought during that time, David Accam.
David
Like,
Accam got no love for his stint
I
in
love
Chicago.
David.
He tried so hard, man.
David was the star for Chicago. He was it. He was
Well,
it. He was it.
He was the star for like the couple years, but then Nikolic
2 years, yeah.
Nikolic won that Golden Boot that season. It was, and you know what's funny, man? We brought this up for a split second earlier. Despite that team making the playoffs, for some reason, it was nowhere near as fun as this team making this playoffs this season.
I have a question. How long do you think David Accam played for the Fire?
5 or 6 years. It's longer than you
years.
think.
It's way shorter than you think. It's way shorter than you think.
Really? I thought it was 5 years.
78 total matches, 2015 to 2017.
Okay,
That's it.
yeah, wow. That's back when seasons
That's three
felt like
three
years.
seasons. 3 seasons, 15, 16, 17. I was with you. I thought he played more. When I saw that stat, I was like, I thought he was with the Fire a while before that.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to stop everything. Did I see Teal Bunbury on the fucking soccer field in this game? There's no way
No
that
way.
dude still
Teal?
plays, right?
Yeah,
On
Teal?
Nashville.
For who?
I think I saw him on Nashville. I could be
Teal
wrong.
plays for Nashville. Teal plays for Nashville. He's 35 years. The 35-year-old Canadian.
Canadian. He
Wow.
played for the U.S. men's national team.
He's born in Hamilton, Canada.
Yes, he was.
He switched. He was international career. He has 3 caps for Canada for the under 20s and under 17s.
Oh, yep.
And then in 2012, he made his switch to the United States and has 4 total caps for the U.S., 3 for the U.S. youth.
That was, I don't want to get on this tangent, but that was back when we were like, wow, Teal Bunbury and Waga Godello and Dom Dwyer, we're set. Anyway.
Yeah, we got Agudelo. We're like, we're good. We got this.
Oh,
We can compete.
So I mean, Serena,
I
you
like
heard that.
Agudelo.
You heard that roster. I'm not trying to put an answer for you, but like this team this year is way the hell better than that team, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Dude, we have
Oh yeah.
if Guti gets another goal, we will have 3 guys in double digits for goals. I don't know if you remember,
Yeah.
but 2 seasons ago, Marin Haile Selassie won the team Golden Boot with 5 or 6.
That was Nikolić's Golden Boot year.
Not
Was
talk
that
about last
year?
season.
No, that year. I'm saying this season, if Guti gets another goal, we'll have 3 guys with double-digit goals. I mean,
Yeah.
Bamba
Really?
already has 10. Like, and listen, Bamba has 10 assists, but like, how many clear, wide-open goals has Bamba missed?
Yeah.
He could
We
have
have
5.
2 Chicago Fire players
Many.
in the top 16.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Kuipers.
What's his name? Kuipers
And who?
has 17,
And Zink. Kuipers
Yeah.
is 17.
and Zink's got
And
what?
Zink
11?
has 14.
Oh, 14. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna
14
say
for
overtime.
Zink.
Yeah.
This is
And he didn't
crazy.
even score last. He didn't even score versus Miami.
no. I mean, he didn't
And
start.
Guti with 9. Guti,
Oh my
what
god.
we said
That
at the
Guti
beginning of
goal.
the year,
Ugh.
what we said about at the beginning of the year about Guti, that did not turn out to be true. We were wrong on
Well,
Guti.
it's interesting. I don't know. It's just funny. I'm almost surprised that he's had so many goals because he's kind of been in and out of he hasn't been starting with Franco being on the pitch, and he's kind of been in and out, like playing the last 20 minutes of games. I'm good for him. I'm glad he's actually did. Like I'm like, where was I when he got all? I know I remember him scoring a few times, but yeah, I do feel like maybe he just needed a little bit of a push, and I don't know.
No, it's.
I got a couple more surprising stats for you.
Oh.
As far as the assists go, we have Chicago Fire has 2 players in the top 14. That
Thanks.
includes Philip Zinkernagel with 13 assists, and Jonathan Bamba 10 assists.
So
The
wait,
next-
Zink is 14 and 13?
Yes,
With 2
Zink is 14 and 13, 14 goals, 13 assists. Insane.
That is
insane.
insane.
Messi with 24 goals and 15 assists, by the way.
That's also
there's
very
your
insane.
comp.
Yeah, that's
There's your
very
real-
insane. But
So like it gets better. Chicago Fire have 2 more players that show up on the top 54 assist list. With 9 assists, just 1 less than Jonathan Bamba. It's offensive stalwart, who I've always said he's great at offense. Defense ain't his strong suit. It's Andrew Gutman.
Yeah. I can see, yeah. And I know we're going to talk about the games. I don't know which order we want to talk about them in, but his performance, the game against Columbus, just awesome. Like, he was awesome. I know he had a goal. The first goal that he was disallowed was awesome. It would have been sick if it had stood because it was just a crazy goal. Like, his, like, kind of kung fu style goal, kicking it in the top of the net. So good.
no, but
And then the second goal that was a cross that went in was just so good.
it was so sick. So this is the perfect time. Actually, let's do this then. So
Wait, I got one
James,
last surprise. One last surprise.
Well-
I'll end it. The last player that is on here for assists. I don't know how. I don't remember him starting. Marin Haile Selassie. He's got 7
believe it.
assists. He's top
He's
50
been
in
so
MLS.
sneakily good. Honestly, he doesn't get enough. He doesn't get his flowers. Like, he's been good. Every time he comes on, he's good. When he starts to give other guys rest, he's good. Like Miami, he started to give Zink a rest. He was great. Like, he's good. And he's just been quietly, performing.
What were you
never
guys
being
saying about Bamba too? Weren't you guys saying? What Toke, were you saying something about Bamba not being
Just that he
good
misses
enough?
a lot of
No,
he misses a lot of one-on-ones in front of goal.
he's missed
Maybe that
like
is true.
5 1-on-1s, right? He should have 5 more
Yeah.
goals. But you know what? I'm okay with that because let the guy settle in America. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah, he can
playing
fix
well
that, yeah.
enough. We're getting goals from enough other places that what he does bring to the table, with his speed, with the fact that not that he's the fastest guy on the team, but he knows when to run. He knows when to turn it on. He knows he can catch those defenders the second they're flat-footed. And then on top of that, like his ball skills, his obviously his distribution. Like I really love the thing about Bamba that I love is so intangible, which is it just seems like every time he gets the ball, he knows properly, even if it doesn't amount to anything, but he knows properly whether it's time to book it or whether it's time to stop, turn around, and square it. And it's just like that's not something you can quantify, but it just seems like he doesn't. Like I said, sometimes he's got
great awareness.
Yeah, it's just you're right. It's the awareness. That's the word.
Like he knows where to take it up the pitch. He's good at dribbling, and I feel like he uses it. So and I think that goes hand in hand with the one-on-one thing and how if you fix that, it all can work together because it makes sense. Like he's never had a problem getting up to the goal, and he gets up to the part of the reason we see him miss all those one-on-ones is because he's in that position to be missing them. So well, I think that speaks to his ability to get the ball up there.
Well, and James, I know you were trying to bring up. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I know you were trying to bring up Marin Haile Selassie in comparison to Bamba, but we talked about this so much last year, me and you. Like, I love Marin Haile Selassie. He's one of my favorite players on the team, but to be the successful supporter shield level team that I want this to be, he does need to be the first guy off the bench for the wing positions.
You said that in the past.
He can't be the starter. And I love the production we've gotten out of him in the role that is perfect for him on this team.
He's done such a good job in that role, not having the ego to think like you can tell he doesn't think, oh, I need to prove myself as the star, or I'm like pissed that I'm not the star. There's no bad blood, or just the attitude is good. He's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. And I love it.
I'm looking at the key passes stats, and there are 3 Fire players, maybe 4, arguably, in the top 50. You got Zink, and Bamba and Guti in the top 50, and Georgia Mihailovic.
Oh,
also there.
It just I don't know. I'm really happy that we hung on to Guti and we didn't get rid of him. I'm happy with how this season has gone. So I guess we were trying to transition. I think this is the perfect time because I do want to talk about the
Chicago leads the league in games played. I don't know what this is. It doesn't. I don't know.
Most games.
I would love to show you this. Like it's a nonsensical stat.
Yeah, no, that
it says full
sense.
games. It says full games played.
That's not true because we just literally caught up because
I
we had
know,
a game in hand.
It can't be true.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll send a picture to the chat.
Speaking of, so we're celebrating, but we have very good reason to. There was 2 games this week. 2, count them. Uno, dos. Okay, so anyway, the first game on Saturday. Really want to talk about it because obviously home game. We always love talking about those. Huge win. A 5-0 win against, a 2-0 win against Columbus. Should have been 5. So just to set the stage, the poor woman referee, I was pretty sure if she called back one more goal, wasn't going to make it out alive.
Yeah. And in her defense, like I saw a few times, even I think the last one where she was, I almost felt like when they had her on the video and she's putting her hand up, I feel like I saw her go like, ugh. Like, okay, what now?
Yeah, I mean,
don't make me do this again.
The ref called back 3 different goals, which in like the crowd was it was a weird day, but like people really start like I said, it started a little rough. Like people wanted blood, and then eventually,
I think you said this, but it was like a cauldron. It was like a bubbling cauldron in there. Like you just almost knew that the game that we were going to win and win so conclusively because the energy in there was like,
it was
really on.
It was
like,
electric,
it was boiling over.
And I mean the crew were never in this game, right? Like
ever. This was definitely we won by more points or more. We have won by more goals this season, but this game I think was most just like completely dominant game we played. Like Andrew was saying this, like. Especially out of the ones that we've been to, but even just that I've seen them play like all season, they didn't give the crew a chance, like a single chance. And then, like you said, we could have had 5 goals. Like it was just so dominant.
Well, and you know what's funny is you brought up Andrew. So James, I don't know how much we've talked about who the hell are you when we talk about this guy, but like it took for Andrew to tap me on the shoulder in like the 70th minute and was like, "Hey, that's Max Arfsten. Did you notice?" And
Where's
it's
he
like,
been?
no,
He's been there the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, we were
So
like
quiet.
he was getting cooked by everybody, right? Because he wasn't even on
You
Bamba's
can't bring
side.
that. You can't bring that to the MLS. Yeah.
So it just Max Arfsten on the field, didn't even notice, didn't even care. Which
Did you
I
notice
thought,
Brady?
well, Brady had a couple.
He didn't even have that many saves to make,
well,
though.
he
Like,
made one
had a
really
few, but
really good one.
Do you think Brady's talked
he made-
about?
yeah.
Has Brady moved out of the conversation to be getting moved to the World Cup? Because I'm hearing Gago Solina's name heating up a little bit.
We
Really?
we said
Yeah,
this
I don't know from where. It sounded weird to me too. I was like, "What? Really?" I said,
Yeah, where has he been? Yeah.
I said this last week. We are the luckiest team in the world because Brady has the worst agent in human history because
Yeah.
that dude should be on the U.S. men's national team. He should be on a big club in a top 5 league. Like, Brady is incredible. The fact that we still get to have him is going to hopefully get us like MLS Cups.
Brady made one save, by the way. He made one save that game.
It was a
They
really
only
good
took
one.
0-0. It was a really good one, but like that just goes to show you, no goals conceded, only one save. That's how dominant we were. And he saved it. He was great when he needed to be, but like we didn't even get to see Brady do that. Like we didn't get to see that much of a performance from him because we didn't need him, which is the best situation to be in.
Well, I guess this will kind of move us into the next game, which was yesterday. So part of why we were so dominant and something that's very scary now is I think it's because Franco and Avila were such a good partnership in the center of the park.
Yeah.
And if you so saying that,
Has that come out yet?
I haven't
Like,
heard
what the
anything official, but
injury is?
all right, as you can all see, we are joined by DPG to finish off this episode. I told the people you were doing the world's best father thing, or so, so how you doing tonight, bud?
It's been busy. It's kind of been an emotional train ride. I mean, going into this Miami game, I had in the playoffs. Now, whether or not, I didn't think it was gonna affect me, that was an understatement. So, and the reason being is that watching that team play last night, it was kind of like a little magic in the air, so to speak. We were leading at 3-1 at halftime, and at that point you're thinking, oh my God, we're beating one of the best teams in MLS. We're beating a Messi-led team.
Can I just jump in really quick to say, I said this in our chat, but the amount of times the camera panned to Messi every time we scored, and he just looked so like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he looked
how did I get scored on by the fire?
Yeah. He looked frustrated. He looked dejected. Like, he was confused. He had the lost look, like, what's going on? And to kind of top things off, Miami comes back. It was, of course, when you have a team with Messi and Suarez and all that, there's always some magic. And Messi comes back, and when Messi comes back, so halftime happens, Miami comes back, and I'm thinking, okay, wow, this is gonna be the game we lose. Like, we're gonna lose this game because at that point, after Miami tied, the whole momentum was on Miami. And I don't know, and again, at the time I was at the store, so I did a late night. I did a late night run to the supermarket and to pick up some milk, some bread, and other stuff.
Yep.
And I'm watching the game. I have the phone on the cart. This is my local Myers.
That's
awesome. And so I
Did
had
you
the
have an
game
earbud
playing
in?
on my. No, I had it like I didn't care. Nobody's at the store at that time. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but there was people. Yeah. I have my game and I'm putting it in volume where I can hear it. Now, I'm not blasting it.
We should all hear it. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, they should be so lucky.
Yeah. So I'm going down the aisle, and I'm watching the game. I'm doing two things at once: pushing the cart, watching the game, and then I see, what's his face? Freaking scores, makes it 4-3. Justin Reynolds.
Oh my god,
And
amazing.
And that was like the laziest defense I have ever seen. It was just a bunch of. It looked like 5 random dudes just standing around and nobody watching the runner.
Well, they saw Mauricio Pineda and they just assumed he was going to be offside, and then once you get that close to the line,
meanwhile he's got like the eagle eye.
Right.
Yeah.
But once you get that close to the line, what are you going to do with Justin Reynolds? You can't touch the guy because then that's a penalty. So
but nobody was watching him. Nobody was watching. Everybody was watching.
Agree, though. I almost feel like they were like, "Oh, it's Pineda. Like Pineda's not gonna."
Yeah, it's Pineda.
He's not gonna do anything.
What are they doing?
I mean, and he literally, like, you could see it even just watching the replay. He's like you saying, the defense gave him so much time to actually look around. Okay, where exactly do I want to place this ball so that it can be like as close to the goal line as possible? And they just let him do it, and not to take away from either of them. Like it was great. It was great on both of them to be so aware. But really lazy defending.
This was one of those games where the striker didn't even score. Our leading scorers didn't even score.
Yeah.
This is like a whole team effort.
Every team effort, yes.
The whole team. Everybody but the striker scored, or the attacking mids. But here's the thing. Whatchamacallit? So I watched that. I'm thinking, oh my god, we took the lead 4-3. This is gonna be a shootout. Miami's probably gonna tie it again. Because at that point, again, momentum was still in Miami. Miami was pressuring, and to kind of top it off, Gutierrez scores that freaking screamer outside the box.
Oh my god!
Dude,
like
it's reminiscent of the first goal of the season.
What about Jay with to start off the scoring from the corner?
I mean, that was great.
The service from
Guti goal. I mean, the Guti goal was like, oh my god! It was. I would say the best goal of the season, in my opinion. It was definitely the best goal I've seen, including all the Champions League I've watched in the past month. Like, definitely the best goal I've seen in all of it. It was like truly a great goal.
Well, that was the moment you knew it was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Miami does. This is wrapped
and they clearly knew it too, because you saw that. I mean, I think I said this in the chat, but like they get some ridiculous 6 minutes of extra time, and they did not want to play anymore. They were all like, and they kept saying on the broadcast,
they were gassed
they're
out.
so tired.
Yep.
They're like barely running for the ball. They're like letting the fire pass it. They're like, whatever, man. Just.
Did you mention Dean's goal?
No,
dude.
No, we got to go backwards. Yeah, we got to go backwards because these goals were just really crazy. The Dean goal between the legs, like so calm, so collected.
That was like
amazing.
A Fernando Torres like fucking finish, man. That was like Premier League striker.
I cannot believe he did that.
You know what? I
can't believe he shot it. I really thought he was gonna cross it.
You have to give credit to the setup man. Whoever did that diving pass, who was that? Was that Kwame? No, it wasn't Kwame. Was it Kwame
was it Bamba?
It was Bamba.
Was it Bamba?
Franco. I can't remember now. But
yeah. So I just see. That.
Let's see.
Is
that Jay?
Was it Jay? It was one of them. It was somebody in the midfield. All I seen was like somebody just falling back.
Jay. Yeah.
Someone was falling back. Yeah.
Well, wasn't that?
Someone
Well,
was
hold
falling
on.
back, and it was just like a lob.
Well, we're talking about the beauty of the fact that this was like a whole roster. Like, I mean, Justin Reynolds scored.
Goal.
Yeah, I mean,
Kwame's goal was so nice.
Well, that's what I was gonna get at. Is how exciting this midfield was to start this game, because you had Kwame, Franco, and Avila all starting in the midfield. And Kwame scoring a goal is like, dude, it was great, but Franco's injury is now the thing that makes me concerned.
It was Kwame who hit it to Dean also.
Okay.
It was Kwame.
Yes.
Wow.
And they, for him.
Miami hit the post twice in the 51st minute.
51st moment, I wrote down in my notes app. I was gonna write down because Andrew couldn't watch. I was trying to write down the moments I wanted to go back to. I didn't end up. The game was so exciting. I only wrote 51 double post, 54 great save. That's all I have written in my notes. But that double post moment, my heart actually. I was at the gym while I was watching. I think my heart stopped. Oh my god. Crazy.
No, I mean,
and Messi with a wide open goal, basically.
Two wide open free kicks for Messi in the first 15 minutes, and he just did nothing with it. I mean, yeah,
Suarez.
Yeah, going back to the Kwame goal too.
Nice.
That Kwame goal was great, also because that was also
so
the
nice.
worst defending
The
I've
fake
seen.
out?
The fake out was great, but to get to where he was. Though he had three players on his back that should have been, at least one of them should have been running a little bit faster. They were not running at all. They were like, we'll let him we'll kind of tail him a little bit. I'm sure we can get in position later when we want to. And he just snuck right up in there, his little fake out. Great goal.
That was actually a really interesting goal from Kwame. He did one of the most interesting side steps where
the move.
It wasn't fast enough to the point where the guy's confused, but he did enough that the Miami defender, for whatever reason, did get tricked, and he did the weakest shot possible. That even the goalkeeper
kind of dribbled into the corner there.
Yeah, it's
goalkeeper is whatever.
So Miami ties it up, but this goal that Chicago Fire scores to separate is absolutely incredible. Pineda. Let's see who's else involved.
Reynolds,
Reynolds.
Who was the
no?
Who did the tiki taka pass with Pineda? Was that wasn't Bamba, was it? That had to have been Gutman.
No, not Gutman. Number 17.
Was it Waterman? No, it wasn't Waterman.
No, number 17.
Who is 17?
Selassie? No,
Oh,
it was
no.
Coach, number 17. Number 17.
Oh, Guti.
Guti. Thank you.
Yes.
I was having a brain fart of his name. Guti hits it with Pineda with a great little give and go play. Yes, and then back door is Reynolds.
He was, yeah.
So I did like the fact that for Franco being subbed out for Guti, Guti was just kind of a plug and play situation.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he got in, he got himself very active. I don't know if it was a mental thing where Guti's like, man, this guy just took my starting role. I got to get back on the horse.
I think so. I think honestly, shout out to Greg's subs. His subbing, I was questioning it. The hilarious thing is, I think in the chat, in our group chat, I was saying, okay, we were up 3-0, or maybe it was after they scored. We were 3-1. I was like, we need to defend the shit out of the rest of this game.
Yeah, you said
need
park
to
the bus.
Park the bus. And you said,
bus.
you were like, oh, Pineda is a park the bus move. And then Pineda goes on and basically score. I mean, he didn't get the last touch, but he places that ball so perfectly. And he's up there scoring with Reynolds. First goal, by the way, for Reynolds. And that's his first goal, is the winning goal against Miami to get us in the playoffs. Good for him.
Guti's rip is just otherworldly.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow,
bro! Right in that top corner, bro. It's even the goal.
It's kind of a knuckleball. It kind of shakes a little bit, and it's traveling up.
It is a knuckle. It does knuckle.
Even Tyler Terans took a few seconds to process that before he freaking let out a shout.
Well, I kind of love.
And the way it came off his boot, it looked slow almost. It was slower coming off, and then all of a sudden it just rockets.
I kind of love that when you score those things on the road. Because before you even can notice it's in, you almost feel like, wait, what just happened? Because everyone just dies inside on the.
It's because the camera's taking forever to pan.
Yeah,
the camera's taking forever to pan to follow the ball.
Holy shit!
Another thing too,
is so weird.
I like the fact that Tyler Terans got to call this game.
Yeah,
because as we all know it here, before this whole Apple deal, Tyler Terans was our commentator.
Oh yeah,
was our fire commentator for
with Arlo, with Arlo White.
Well, and we
No, it wasn't Arlo. It was Tony. It was with Tony Miola.
Tony
Tony Miola.
Yeah, we've had some
Tony,
good
and then
ones,
Arlo
man.
White did it a few times. And I was so happy because I actually did get a chance to talk to Tyler Terans before the Apple deal happened. And I was like, Tyler, man, what's gonna happen to you, man? I know Apple's gonna have their own thing. What are you gonna do? And he was telling me, he's like, well, right now my agent's talking and see what he can do for me in Apple. And I'm glad that Apple picked him up, and I'm glad that he got to call this game.
No, dude, in a moment like
Goalazo
this,
was
you
not
want
irritating guy.
everybody. Like,
Both
where's
the
Mike
other teams.
McGee?
Yes.
Where's True Connor?
Oh, geez.
You just want everybody to come back.
You want those guys in the bench just sitting there watching.
Did you guys see this quote from Philip Zinkernagel?
No.
Ever since I was a young boy in Denmark, I have dreamed of qualifying for the Audi MLS Cup playoffs.
I did see that.
I saw
I'm sure
that.
it's
I saw that was.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
man.
hold on. We're all having a really
Nashville. Did we say that Nashville won? Spoiler alert.
good. Nashville won the Open Cup. So
Their first trophy, by the way.
I don't want
The
to.
club is one of 5 expansion clubs in league one of 5 expansion clubs in league history to make the playoffs in 5 of their first 6 seasons.
Huh?
Good for them.
Yeah.
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 You know who else is in the playoffs?
So the next 2 games are going to be crucial.
Well, hold on. Before we get to that, hold on.
No.
We got to talk about the shitty thing. You guys keep trying not to talk about the shitty thing.
Yeah,
What's the
Franco
shitty?
thing.
What?
Franco and Barroso are done.
Yeah.
Barroso's done
I don't
too?
know Barroso.
Yeah, Barroso. Well, I mean, Barroso's been done for most of the season.
Yeah,
We've got
when
to
is
see
he?
him a
That's
few
true.
couple. Yeah.
Did he
As
play
far
it
as Franco,
yesterday?
Yeah, he went down. That's where we got Dean came in for Barroso, right?
yeah, no, Dean started.
Dean started.
Wait,
yeah.
Dean
or did
started the whole
Barroso
game.
go down in
minute.
Columbus?
He might have gone down
I
in
think he was in
Columbus.
Yeah, I
Okay.
vaguely remember that. You know, it's hard when you're there
Um,
live to see who's like who went. I don't know, just seeing those things happening. But I do vaguely remember that.
The
actually.
switches are for me when we watch a game live when we're there, the switches, the substitutions are the hardest thing for me. Like I can tell you this, I had a Chris Kamara moment one time watching a game because it's just like, man, it looks like we don't have enough guys on the field. And they're like, yeah, we got a red card.
Let me ask you guys: did you guys hear any news of Franco like officially from the club? Besides
No,
Greg saying,
that's what I was just saying right before you came on. I was asking if we'd heard it, and no, I was like, Greg, you can't drop that quote and then not have.
no, you
like,
can't
an
say.
Well, I mean,
I got some
nobody's-
bad news.
Yeah, nobody's dumb. We knew it the second he was down on the ground, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
wasn't,
even
like,
called
I
it
don't
out.
know, He wasn't like
He
screaming.
knew.
Yeah,
He wasn't
immediately
screaming,
was
but-
like, I didn't come out, but yeah.
So-
but I'm like,
so-
Greg said, I think he said terrible news. I'm like, you can't drop that word and then not tell us.
Well,
what it
terrible
is.
news
So
would
my
be like
thing is-
he's done for a whole calendar year because then he would be
Right.
Yeah,
worthless
that's-
for us for next
And he's
season.
off the table. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's my question. I think he's definitely
So-
done for the playoffs, in my opinion. But
That's the thing. Well, I want to ask this: like, what's the timeline for an ACL tear? Because that's some people were
6 to 8
saying
months, I think.
6 to 8 months. So so we might get him, give or
Couple
take,
months into the
starting.
It's next
I
season.
wouldn't
I'm
say-
all too familiar. I have Malik neighbors in my fantasy football league.
So
Blew out his knee.
I think my
Was he
biggest
holding
fear,
it?
though,
What was he holding though? I feel like he was holding like a hamstring, if I remember correctly. Like a.
was it okay? I don't know. I seen him
I
just
don't know.
grab his knee.
I'm hoping it's not
yeah.
ACL.
Okay.
So my thing is this: whether or not after this whole injury, let's say the Fire do pull the trigger and buy him, whether or not he will come back the same type of player.
I mean,
That's my biggest
Will
fear.
Florian Wirtz and be even better.
well, I mean, like what? How many injuries has this kid had? If he hasn't been injured like that, there's no reason to
he
think
came to the Fire injured already.
Guys,
but
Yeah,
whoever
he
made
was-
that Reddit post, it's gone.
Which one?
about Berhalter?
Franco. About Franco and Berhalter.
Franco and
I'm not-
Berhalter. What was the post
Terrible.
about?
There was
Quote?
a post. There was a post about it earlier today, just talking about it. But now that's gone. It's not on Chicago Fire Reddit anymore.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
Did you guys go to the town hall?
no, but I heard gnarly things.
I was unhappy with what I heard as well. Serena put I don't know. This Colin dude is the fastest internet person I've ever seen in my life. He literally
Right?
will have
Yeah.
the meme before you're done making the joke. Like, so like I don't know what his deal is or how terminally online he is, but he had a very big breakdown of some of the things said, and some of the things said were basically like, you know, suck it up, man.
That's kind of
Like,
what
we don't know.
that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. You're gonna have to suck it up. They're gonna charge more money. That's a given. Like nobody's gonna give you the same price you're getting now, 3 or 4 years from now. You think you're gonna get charged more money? Think about the Bears fans that are about to go to a new stadium. Those guys are gonna. Don't be surprised if most of them get priced out.
And they'll pay
So-
it. No, they'll find a way. They'll pay it.
I thought they
They'll
were
fi-
also
yeah.
like not honoring the loyalty at the Bears. Like if you had the family, I don't know. Maybe that was a rumor.
Oh yeah, I don't
But
know
either way,
anything about
like-
how that's working out.
No, that can't
wait.
be. If you're a season ticket holder, you'd already have to be. You're already locked into the new stadium. It'd be
Yeah.
just like the Fire. You guys are
Yeah.
all locked into the new stadium. Why would they
But
not
here's the thing, though.
bring those people in?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is the hell was I gonna say? They said that first of all, parking's no longer gonna be free. They're not gonna be offering parking like they do now, so you're gonna be paying for parking.
Which means
according
next
to
season
them-
I'm taking my $100 bribe.
according to them, they said that they're gonna have pricing for the seats to accommodate everybody's economic situation.
That
Quote,
sounds like
unquote.
dynamic AI pricing, in my opinion.
I think they said. I
So-
think they maybe used the word dynamic. Do they not? Or something like that.
No, they
They
used
use a lot of activation.
no. They said something about like how it's like Uber, so you'll get like
Oh, yeah.
tickets
Yeah.
or
Right.
tickets black.
Yeah,
Famously- tickets
famously
XL.
popular pricing structure.
yeah. They said, "Oh,
mad
not only do we
popular
have
with the people.
parking,
Merge tickets.
you can
Better
take the
games are gonna
bus,
be
you can take
$1,000.
you can take the train, you can take what you could divvy bike it." I'm like, you guys are making it sound like there's not going to be enough parking for everybody, which is
Did you
Sorry,
not
it's
see
not.
the rendering? Did you see
Okay.
a parking space? There's like 4 or
They're gonna
5
put
on
it
the street.
underground.
Parking
Yeah, if
structure.
you-
I heard there's going to be a huge parking structure, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard.
they're going to put a huge parking structure. It's going to be a parking garage.
I mean,
it's gonna have
I'm
about
team
2,000
they should
spots.
instead- They should build a train station in there instead, and just force people to not drive there, because then people can actually drink and not be drinking and driving like they
Whoa.
are currently. But that's just my
What's the closest
opinion.
train? What's the closest train station there? Is that an Amtrak rail that's
No,
right
Red
by
Line.
it?
It's the Red Line and the Amtrak, really, right? Don't they both go through there?
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
if
Amtrak.
it's
I
an-
guess it does kind of.
If
I mean,
it's
that's
an
not
Amtrak,
realistic. I
I-
know. I know
that
it's not
means-
realistic.
That's not. Yeah, I wouldn't take the
I just
Amtrak.
love the
especially-
idea of people not having to drive to go. I just personally hate driving to go to these games. I hate
I
parking.
love
it.
driving.
I
I
hate
hate driving,
not
staying
being able
stuck
to
in
drink.
traffic. I'm
Yes,
gonna
you're
get a
always
gas
gonna be.
guzzler just to spite all you guys.
I don't even really drink,
I mean, it's
and
not
I
even
hate
from that.
driving to the games,
Yeah.
man.
It's just. It's not. I'm not even just saying it. I also just don't like car culture and driving generally. But even just aside from that, like my experience, I feel like it's always so much worse when I drive, because you just like I feel like I'm always on some level worrying in the back of my mind about getting out of the stadium, the traffic on the highway. Like
Oh man, see.
at least with the train, I'm like.
That's
you
how
know,
I know
out of
you
my
haven't been a
hands.
season ticket holder long enough, because I've gotten so used to it. Like I'm already, it's already
it's-
like
yeah,
it's already
you're used to
expected
it.
in my mind. Like I know I'm gonna get stuck getting out of the stadium. I know I'm gonna,
I mean, I also do live a lot closer
Expressway.
than you do. So I
yeah,
I
exactly.
understand, I understand that part.
But yeah, I mean, I don't, it is what it is. Like honestly, because
It's
like, unrealistically
DPG,
speaking,
I'm gonna stop
I
right
would've-
there.
Yeah.
It's not what it is yet, because get this, it gets better.
Uh-oh.
We're not locked into a wild card. We could actually finish seventh or
what
higher.
That's
James-
what I've been saying.
James
like,
just noticed. James just
know,
noticed
he-
we
I-
didn't
I-
finish 9th yet. That we could
Literally,
actually
I
finish
just said-
higher.
Yeah, you
I
said
literally
the
said-
next 2 games. I heard
yeah,
you.
the next 2 games are going to be crucial because we can literally avoid the wild card completely.
If we
Yeah.
avoid
This
the
is
Oh.
crazy.
So, I'm like, if
This
the
is
wild card
crazy.
can beat the Columbus Crew at Soldier Field again, I'm like, hell, I don't. It's not the
No.
worst thing for the Fire
No,
if it's anything
I'm-
like last time.
I
I mean,
will
but
say I don't want to tempt fate with that wild card game. Let's just get into a series. Even if we get stomped out, I'd rather get to a series. Let's get our one home game.
No, let me ask you guys this.
Toronto and
Have you
New
guys
England.
signed up for the
Take it
tickets
down.
already, for playoff tickets?
No.
I didn't know I had to.
As much as they sent some email that was like, can we auto pay? Can we auto
charge?
charge me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did that.
They sent so you better do that quick because
it was like last night, I think they sent it.
I think they said that they're not going to charge you until like the middle of the month until obviously everything plays out.
I saw that they weren't going to charge you until then. But
you got to sign. You got to opt in.
The auto charge. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to opt into it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better hurry up and opt in. What was I gonna say? I don't know.
You sign up for this. You can sign up for pre-sale access on ChicagoFireFC.com too. Secure early access Chicago Fire tickets for the Audi 2025 MLS Cup playoffs.
Does it force you like email or like text them?
No, it's an email. It literally takes you to your.
I go to the email, I sign in, and then it says this, and then I hit the button.
That's not it.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing on the website I'm looking at right now, Toke.
That's not it. There's a specific.
This is something that takes you to your account.
That's for the public people.
Look for the season ticket holder email specifically. Don't look for the general email. Look for the season ticket holder. If you don't have that, make sure that those people are like your favorites. That way, it has a star next to it when they email you.
Maybe I should hit up my fire rep who keeps bugging me to come to a game.
There you go.
And be like, hey, I'll go to the playoff game. How about
that? So what I was gonna say is this: so for me, I live out in Gurney. I live out in Grays Lake area.
Did it tell you $100?
Mine was a little bit pricier than that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. It makes sense. All right.
Sorry. So what I was gonna say is the hell swag. Okay, so what I was gonna say is this: for me, living up here in Grays Lake and Gurney and all that, it's unrealistically that I'm gonna spend 2 or 3 hours on an Amtrak train to get to the stadium when it could just take me half that time just to drive. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it was kind of convenient when I lived in Chicago at my parents' place. But people gotta grow up. So I don't mind the drive. I actually had someone else gave me the idea of which route to take to get there faster, especially people that lived in my area. Basically just taking 294 all the way down to the 55 and 55 into the city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I used to take 294, then go through 94, and then take the Kennedy down, which was horrible.
55 sucks, though.
Well,
I guess, yeah.
55 sucks when it's between Harlem and like Western, and after that, for whatever reason, it clears up.
Oh yeah, it clears out after Western. For like,
it does.
I will say that is the one, like, the funnest thing is when it's not rush hour traffic, and I'm like going home or wherever. And I go through the Jane Byrne, and you can actually go through the Jane Byrne and like actually drive. It's amazing. Like when you're not just stop and go, when you actually are just going, it's so much fun. Anyway, nobody gives a shit about our traffic, man.
But here's the thing, though. No. That's a factor because this stadium is gonna be on one side of the river, right by Roosevelt. Yep. So you're telling me like a 2 or 3 lane street is gonna get packed to get into that stadium.
Dude, no. Well, I mean, for me, I'm going to get off at the fucking train station at Roosevelt and walk my happy ass up and start tailgating.
What do you take? You take the blue line?
I mean, it depends, but yeah, I would probably take the blue line over to the red line.
If it's hard, if there's too much traffic, I'm probably going to have to park at my in-laws' place because they live by the blue line and on Kedzie and, and just park there and just come down and park by me. No. The reason why is because they live by the expressway, and they live by the blue line.
I literally live next. I could see the expressway right there.
I have literally driven there after a Fire game with my son because my son had to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just go visit your grandparents.
That's a brilliant idea because there ain't nowhere that's gonna let you inside to pee. Like, I get that you don't want people doing heroin in the bathroom, but like, Let's let some people
Yeah.
do heroin in the bathroom so we can all pee. Like, fuck
I-
you.
Speaking of heroin, are you guys excited for the October 4th drip for Fan Appreciation Night? Have you heard about this?
No, what is
What is it? It was a
this?
pin. It's a
What's
pin.
happening?
It's a pin. It's a pin set.
Yeah.
But I feel like
5,000.
there's only 5,000 of them. You guys should try and nab it. Try and get in
You
there.
know what? I think I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Because Saturday I'm actually gonna be in Berwyn, before the Fire game at my brother's place.
Yeah.
So I think I might leave a little bit early, just try to catch one of pins.
You try. It's 5K. It's the first 5,000, so it's very
Gotta
limited.
get there early.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
think
thank
that
you.
would
I'd rather
be-
Right, though.
party.
I
longer.
think you should. I think you should grab that. That thing sounds interesting.
So what do you
and
think?
hoping the
Well,
concession.
hold on.
Wait,
I'm
I
hoping the
had
food
one
gets
question
better.
for DBG because we were
What's up?
talking about it.
What's up?
DBG, your thoughts on Bad Bunny Super Bowl?
I mean, I'm like indifferent about it. I don't care. Like if he puts out a good Super Bowl, he puts out a good Super Bowl. Like the whole everything
100%.
surrounding it, it's just kind of the climate that's going around this whole entire country, for the moment.
Mhm.
So it is what it
the
is.
political side of the Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ironic because the guy is Puerto Rican, and last time I checked, Puerto Rico is
As
a
a
Rico is
territory
part
of the
of-
United States of America with
yeah,
US
like
citizens.
you get if you're born in Puerto Rico, you get a U.S. passport.
You get to vote.
You get to vote.
I mean,
You
it's
can move
very
to Florida and get to vote.
it doesn't actually.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, I digress. I don't.
you get
Let's
to
not.
pick-
But
Let's please not talk to electoral college this evening.
hey, how come I like Serena got a new setup? What is it? Did you move or something?
No, she just moved rooms.
Yeah, I'm in a different room. I
Yeah, she moved room.
I had been in Andrew's office room, and now I'm in my closet /
Oh,
old-
I see. She
where all my
got
jerseys are.
all. Yeah, yeah.
That's sick, though. That's
It
a
is.
sick collection.
Yeah, that is a sick
Oh,
collection
man.
she's got going. One day
Yeah, I
that'll be a
think she
whole
got me-
What's,
she
episode.
got
what's
me
the one
beat,
right
bro.
behind the
Through
Chicago
kids.
Fire? What's that red Barclays? What is that?
My
Yeah, it's that one.
That's Leverkusen.
That's ever.
That-
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
That is a sick kit.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
That's got to be last season, right?
Wow, they must
Yeah,
be very
it was
Christian.
or 2 seasons ago. No, it's the Bayer Cross.
Okay.
The,
That's so cool, though. Holy
Yeah, this
shit,
is
that's a cool
from-
jersey.
they're
How come Chicago
unbeaten.
Fire can't have shit like that?
Well, we did. We had a confetti kit that no one else liked but me.
No.
Yeah, Austin bought that though. Austin,
yeah.
Austin has that. It's his one jersey.
Toke loved the confetti kit.
It was my
He was so
favorite,
excited.
unironically. So
I've been loving all the Red Stars kits. At least the last
they're-
couple years.
they
They've been on a
were
run.
they always killed it. So hold on, we got past the Bad Bunny thing, the stadium thing. We got one more thing to complain about, because again, we are your number one home for complaining about stadiums. The
Should not be taxpayer
capacity,
funded.
the capacity issue that I've brought up before.
That's the biggest issue, in my opinion.
It just
What is it going to be? 20K, 22?
22K. It's gonna
Something like
for
that.
me. It just it's just gonna
it's the
feel
Blackhawks,
exactly
dude.
like Bridgeview, just with a better scenery. You know what I
If
mean?
yes,
It's gonna be.
Will.
It's gonna be
Yes.
22K. It's gonna be more intimate. It's it's.
Why not 30K?
Why exactly? Yeah,
Well,
They
they,
said
we're already
that-
pulling 20K.
they said anymore they would have to build a whole nother concourse.
Concourse.
So do it.
Yeah.
That would only
Yeah,
be
well,
thank you,
4,000
Jaymes.
people or something.
$800 million stadium is going to become a $1 billion stadium.
I watched an old man say, "Spare no expense," and I believed him.
Yeah, I think as soon as he saw that price tag, he kind of said, "Oh, okay, I think we
Oh,
hit
actually,
our."
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're good at this
Yeah.
point.
I just
Let me recuperate some of that
Yeah.
money first before I can get another 1,000 seats.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
the thing is,
maybe
it's
there's
like,
an
it's
option
not
to
adding
grow.
1,000 seats. What's that going to do? Like, if you're already building it from scratch, why not just build the extra seats now? If we're already talking about having to potentially add 1,000 seats, if that's already even like a question now. Wouldn't it be
Right.
better to just plan for it now? Because it's definitely
Yes!
not going to stop being a question.
And I will tell you, from owning a house, that shit only gets more expensive. So the shit for my house back in 2023 was cheaper than all the shit from 2025. And then in 2028, everything that for my house that I need in 2025 will be cheaper. It's just the way things are. Like, and the construction costs, they're just going up. And I think we have somebody here. We got a little leaker on the podcast that might be able to give us some more information.
I mean, it's only getting more expensive every day because we live in a very stable economy. Now beyond that, like, it drives me nuts. Like I said, to me, and this is my own personal feeling. I've said it enough to where I almost feel like I almost want to tell myself to shut up. But like, dude, it's gonna feel just like Bridgeview in with better scenery around it. Which, yes, the location, orgasmic. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Like, the two most important things: the stadium itself and the location. They got the location out of the park. But the problem is, like, just, like, I don't know about you, but, like, having been at Soldier Field now and then going back to Bridgeview, it feels rinky-dink.
It feels hollow, almost. Like, it feels like, it's like, oh, we're going to the double A. It's not even triple A's. It feels like lower than professional level to a degree. Like, even lower than, like, going from college. It's like college. It's like from going to a college game and then go back to a high school game.
You said, like, maybe on a capo and maybe on a tifo, like, rigging thing. Like, so I'm like, I mean, I guess they'll have, like, the supporter safe seats.
Well, hold on. Did you peep the language they use, though? Like, they're like, well, we don't know. We want some input from the supporters, but the supporters need to be more united.
That sounds like clown shoes talk.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like we're not going to do fuck all because we're.
Sounds like Nelson Rodriguez is sending them. Nelson Rodriguez is like sending them the email. Here's what you could say. I'd be your chat.
It sounds like supporter groups are going to be corporized.
Yeah, it really sounds like they won't let a crisis go to waste. They see that we have two large supporting umbrellas, so to speak, and instead of giving them equal time, it's basically just get along and shut the fuck up, you know? And like, I get it. Like, I want everybody.
And somehow
to get
that
along,
will get us all these extra build-ons. Like, that's if we get along, then we get all these fancy new toys. Like,
exactly.
I think that's what it is. Chances are the Fire are gonna. They're gonna.
Like they don't want to pay for it, and then they want to use that as an excuse.
They're gonna probably bankroll like the tifos and all that. They're gonna give you guys a paint and everything and all that, and be like, "Hey, guys, do something creative, but before you show it, let us see it first. Yeah, we'll do a test run. We'll do a test run before 100%. Kickoff.
100%.
So, like my whole issue, like, yes, that is a fear, right? The co-opting of the support, but. Again, my whole thing about the capacity. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be saying word one if we drew 10,000 people right now. I'd be like, fuck yeah. But the fact is we already averaged 21,000. So if even 90% of those people go to the new stadium, because they're like, it's not that far away from Soldier Field. It's not like going from Bridgeview to Soldier Field, right? You're not going to lose a bunch of people. Which means,
God forbid interest grows.
Well, but like when interest grows, you can't grow at all. Like, I can't tell any friends to come to the game because it's already sold out. And I guess all you fucking...
You can't bring 9,000 friends,
And all you shut-ins out there who want to just watch the game on TV, that looks sick to you, but it's not. It's not sick. It's not. It's way better in a Soldier Field with 30,000 people than it is a full... Like, I don't care what you say. A half-empty 30,000 people at Soldier Field is better than a full 22,000 at Bridgeview. I fully believe it.
And we might be in the minority on that, but I agree. And I do feel like, obviously, I'm not saying it has to be Soldier Field size. That's obviously huge, and we don't need to have that. But, like, a little bit of wiggle room for, again, this growth. Like you're saying, like, they've turned up their marketing this year. They've turned on all of this, like, PR.
We're fun to watch. We don't suck anymore.
That's going to go.
What if the World Cup's a hit?
And
what if Chicago fans are soccer deprived? And because they're so soccer deprived during the World Cup, they're like, they're foaming at the mouth. Give me the Chicago Fire ticket.
And honestly,
and they have no room for growth.
That happens. People get not even just turned on to the Fire. They get turned on to soccer as a sport. And then they're like you're saying, they watch the World Cup. They're like, okay, what more can I watch? Let me look into my local team. Oh no. It's sold out every game.
Like, if cost is
and there's only 22,000 that can fit. Welcome to being a Blackhawks fan.
Yeah, I mean,
during the heyday,
isn't it how the Cubs are too? Like, technically, it's all sold.
41,000.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but there's 100.
Cubs have expanded.
Well, there's 80. There's 82 games, and like, think about how many people go to Cubs games. Like, if there was room, the Fire could be that too. Could be like your coworker who goes to one Fire game a year because they're good. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what happened. I mean, right now, this whole season, Andrew and I can't tell you how many people we've said, like, people have been like, oh, how are the Fire? Because they just know we go. And then we say, you got to come by for a game. And we brought them. Like, Mitch, you've been there. We've seen, like, we brought 2 or 3 different people just in the past few months because people are interested and we're like, we can do this. And then a lot of them are actually, they want to keep coming back and they, are going to come back next year or whatever. If every single person in the stadium is doing that, which maybe they're not, but like half of them might be.
What was interesting about last night too, I forgot to add on, is the amount of, I had my brother-in-law that lives out in Arizona text message me about the Fire.
My buddy texted me.
I had my cousin, who's a season ticket holder, texting me about the Fire. And then another guy, a buddy of mine, shout out to Kevin from FC Lake County, he's texting me about the Fire. He's over here, he's telling me, like, wow, this in 25 years, this is probably the best team I've seen so far. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, this team went through hell. It's the Fire of old would have folded at 3-3. Like, they would have just... That's it.
I folded at 3-3. I muted the game. I was so mad. I was so sad. I was honestly so sad. I was like, I cannot watch this. Muted it, and I missed the goal because I was so pouting.
But
I was pouting so much.
The craziest thing is that how many times have we mentioned that in this podcast, how the Fire of old would have just folded. The Fire of old would have lost the game.
We've said that.
I think we're in a different spot here, though, because it's not just. It's not just that the Fire made the playoffs. I actually believe that with the ball bouncing the right way, one game, the Fire could win it all. Like, they have all the pieces to be able to put in a miracle run this year. They do. They have Greg Berhalter. They have the coach. They have the striker. They have the goalkeeper. They have the midfield. Yes, we just lost Franco, but they still have bits pieces. Look at Pineda, who comes in, fills a role, just scores, helps, flips over the pass for one of the game-winning goals to JP. It's the Fire are the deepest we've ever had in our lives, and MLS is built on parity. And last year, Red Bulls got hot. Red Bulls got hot right at the playoffs, stunned Miami. Yeah. So it's very possible that we could see a deep run from the Chicago Fire.
That's the key, I think, is that and again, I don't watch a lot of other teams just on their own closely, so I mean, I can't say this for sure, but it really seems to me like the other teams are maybe the ones that have been good are still good, but I haven't seen this much growth for any of the other teams. We are really, like we've been saying, getting hot at the right time. We've been, what was it? Some crazy stats, like 6-1-2 before yesterday.
Yeah.
In the last games, like just crazy things, and it's really just about I never thought we would be in this position where we're talking about potentially winning it all, and maybe we won't, maybe we will, but just that feeling like we are
builds a good foundation
right now when everyone else maybe is either stagnant or kind of getting more tired, getting injured, whatever. And obviously, again, caveat that we have a few injuries, but it does feel like we are growing right now at the right time, and that could really be good for us.
Well, it's like that movie, The Fantastic Planet, where these blue giant aliens have humans for pets, and the humans' collar sparks, and all of a sudden it's starting to get like a transmission from the aliens' knowledge peripheral, basically. And then he steals the knowledge peripheral, brings it all to the people, and the giant alien's like, oh God, what happened? Because the people are now smart and trying to defend themselves. It's a crazy movie, Fantastic Planet.
I love it.
Here's the thing. Here's another thing. Another factor that we touched on before is how realistically speaking, this team, we did add a couple of pieces that complemented Greg's style pretty well. But the fact that Greg took guys like he took Selassie, he took Pineda, he took Orhel.
I mean, Kuipers
even
was
Justin
signed
Reynolds.
Before Greg. Same,
The defense. Yeah. The defense has been a problem all season until all of a sudden it's not like a problem anymore.
This whole system has made Gutman into like a freaking almost like an elite caliber left back.
It's really playing to every one.
Not that many games ago, he wasn't playing well. Like not even 8 or 9 games ago, he was like, you're like, I don't know what happened.
We were angry, but this system really does play to his strengths. And it's funny, James. Yes. You said the reason we could be we are so dangerous because we could have the keeper who gets hot, and we can put the ball in the back of the net, which are two very scary things in the playoffs. Which
not only that, but
go ahead.
I was gonna say this: like the next best thing besides parking the bus, trying to defend the lead, is outscoring your opponents.
Yep.
Like outgunning them.
Yeah.
Like
that's
and
you do that.
Like I said, I do think we don't know how to park it's become clear. It's apparent we don't know how to park the bus. We gotta just keep attacking.
Yep. Keep the foot on the neck.
Like yes, when you have Zink, you have a player that's it's not necessarily Messi's equivalent, but as terms of game winning, Zink beat Messi just the other day, and that taking that into the playoffs.
Zink. That's the amazing part. We didn't even need him. We didn't need him. He didn't play most of the game. When he came on, he wasn't like the star. Like we had,
that's
said
huge.
From the beginning of this segment.
That's a huge team win.
We weren't relying on Zink, which we have been relying on for a lot of these games.
That the last 2 goals were scored by 2 subs, all 3 subs. Pineda to Justin, and then and Guti.
Well, is Jay a starter now? By the way, is Jay Davila
100
starter?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's a fire legend. He will be the first statue out front of that new stadium.
Toke, you were the biggest doubter of us all for Jay.
I was the biggest doubter in Jay because I'm like, oh my god,
Toke was. I thought it was
no.
I was calling out Jay. I was like, this guy.
None of us were out of them. We were all very unsure. I think rightfully.
I'm
like, looking like
how much we pay for this guy? What?
I always said he had height.
You can't teach that. No,
can't teach height.
No, but I tell you, I will say this: despite all this excitement and all this celebration, I will say this: I do get the feeling and the vibe that this is like the 2015 Cubs, like swept out of the NLCS, and then
I like the 2015 Cubs because it led to the 2016 Cubs.
Correct.
And that goes well with your thing about
I really like
the last
that.
10 years.
I was thinking the same thing too, where I'm like, if we win it, cool. If we don't, at least it preps us for next season, where Greg's probably gonna add a couple more pieces, and
I don't know about that. We might lose some pieces, guys. This team is good.
We might lose. But
do you think Zink's gonna still be here?
Oh yeah, 100. No. Well,
yeah,
I think
Zink's
we're gonna be able to
sign for like 2 or 3 years.
If he were younger, I would be more worried. But
I'm the only thing about Zink I'm worried about is he wants that money, which means instead of signing a new DP, we'll turn him into a DP and sign a new TAM player.
He's DP level. That's the problem. He's DP level. Clearly, He'd be a DP on every fucking team in the league.
I mean,
he is that good.
If it weren't
even
for
on
Messi,
team, he'd be a DP.
If it weren't for Messi just literally scoring every single game he plays, like because he doesn't even play 44. A full season and he has more goals than everyone else. So if it weren't for that, Zinkernagel would be MLS MVP this season.
Yeah,
he's played insane.
I mean, to lift a team like this up, I don't know. All right. I'm hyped.
Good on whoever scouted him at the Chicago Fire.
100%. Now, we do have 2 more games before the playoffs, so let's focus in here. Last home game of the season coming up Saturday. Toronto FC comes to town.
Yep.
Mihalovic returning, they're starting their rebuild already. What do we think? Like, I honestly,
Mihalovic is on Toronto.
Huh?
Mihalovic
he
is
is.
on Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto
he is in
paid
Toronto.
hell
Oh, that's
of
right.
money
He
for him.
traded.
Yup.
They traded for him, right?
So,
I
like
think
you
it's in the
said,
bag.
Toronto is rebuilding now. They're starting to rebuild now, but there's only so much you can do in terms of what you can do now at this point.
Yeah,
So that's just one piece. Toronto is still Toronto. Besides that, that's not to say that they might want to play party records and just kind of ruin it for us. They did tie with Miami 1-1.
Well, do you
Toronto.
guys?
But we beat Miami 5-3.
Ah!
Yeah, but the Fire could be
Yeah.
in celebration mode where it's like, you know what, we made it.
That's true. I think for me, that's the one
and
thing
also
where I'm
maybe-
like, Fire might take the foot off the gas. Yeah.
Maybe they want to conserve a little energy for the playoffs, and that means taking the
In
foot
that
off
case,
the governor.
though, I
or
do
the
think
fuck
maybe
gas.
if they're going to take the foot off, it would be more for the New
Well,
England game away than for this.
I would
No,
like-
you don't
I would
want to
like
go
them
into
not-
the playoffs on a bad note,
Yeah.
though. I think
That's true.
Saturday
We also
at
don't wanna go
home,
into the
despite
Fire.
it being Fan Appreciation Day, they ain't gonna appreciate us at all. It's gonna look like the Fire 2 out there. I think it'll be.
But it's Toronto. Toronto's horrible.
I think
Yeah,
we got
but
a
still,
different.
I think it'll be
we got a
fully
different
rotated.
animal with Greg. I think those boys are bought in, and I don't think. I know we're projecting a little light off the gas. I actually don't think that's going to happen with Greg because Greg knows.
I kind of agree. I kind
Greg
of agree.
knows.
I hope you're
Because
right.
Greg
once
knows, but
Once
at
you
the
start
same
taking
time,
the foot off the gas, it's over. This thing's going to spin out of control.
I don't
You
think they're.
need
I
to
think they're
keep
gonna.
it
Yeah.
down throughout. You need to, these last two games. You got to keep it down, and then for playoff game, it's already down. You got to keep it that way. You can't let it.
well,
I think you just got to.
you want to get in a position in the playoffs where anything could happen. Like we've seen it countless times where the top 3 teams of the conference will be the first ones to get eliminated.
and then they're
Yeah.
and then the champion is the last place team next
Yeah.
year.
I mean, and Greg knows we need that. We want to avoid the wild card. So I do feel like we're going to get probably. I'm thinking he's going to go in with the starters, maybe get to a 1-0 and then just hold it there. I don't think he's going to go I don't think he's going to go crazy. I don't think they're going to be crazy goals. I don't think it's going to be like the most, like you said, the most fan appreciation type of game. I think last game, honestly, was that. Like, for me, I appreciated that as a fan. That was
Hell yeah.
That was mine. I'm just expecting like a very boring 1-0.
Like a static game, just like a 1-0.
Exactly. Just
But we
keep it like
never
very.
play
Don't get
1-0.
injured. Don't.
We never play 1-0.
You know, and I was gonna say, I was gonna say. it's
We
probably
literally
gonna be
just
like
broke.
6-0
We literally
or
just
something.
broke. We literally just broke the single most the single season with most goals for the team
Yeah.
this year.
I think that's going to happen again.
Or is that
I,
Kazoo?
I hope you're right, dude. Can you believe it's almost like if the Bears pass the football. This is like a revelation. The Fire score goals. This is nuts.
This is what has me have hope for the Bears because of precisely this reason. This is what happens when you get a good coach. You get Greg Berhalter, you get Ben Johnson, who I firmly believe is a good coach and only getting better. I'm not the biggest
Greg is pretty
Bears
good, though.
GM fan, but Ben Johnson, I believe in him. And just in the same with Greg Berhalter. Just in the same with Joel Quenneville when he was running the Blackhawks. Just in the same with Joel Madden when he was running the Cubs.
Well, hold on.
Just in the same with Ozzie Guillen when he was running the White Sox.
God, you're mentioning some good people. Now, hold on. Like, we do got to get out of here. But before we do, I guess I have one last kind of question for everybody. Is, like, can you believe that Greg was able to do this the way he was, but especially the way it fell out with the U.S. men's national team? Did we all really, like, I mean, God, has so much gone right.
So we all knew that he was a good, capable club coach. Whether or not that opinion changed after the whole debacle with the U.S. men's national team, probably. I know after that first game against Columbus back in February, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be another of those seasons again. Toke was like out, like Toke was done. He's like, oh,
Sky was
screw
falling.
this.
I was like, fire.
Sky
Greg.
was falling. And Jaymes was like the only one with the
I'm
steady
impressed
head. He's like,
now.
"Oh, guys, it'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I said this all season long. I was
We'll
like,
be fine."
We'll be fine. We got Greg.
Yeah.
No, so I didn't.
I am
I
impressed
kinda
though.
lost
Like I
hope.
think sometimes the vibes, like even just having all that drama coming off the back of having like an internet. I mean, I don't want to give too much credit. I don't know how much of an truly international debacle it was, but like kind of on a more international scale, and having that drama around you, and then being able to kind of overcome that, because it is hard having all the media pressure and the fans. Everyone's like making fun of you and hate watching or whatever.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it is hard.
Two
And
things.
I feel like he just overcame that quite easily.
Two things. Greg had an owner who believed in him, and not only believed in him, funded him.
Yeah.
So all credit to Joe for doing that. For first off going out there and recruiting Greg. Thank you, Joe.
Well,
Thank
they
you,
didn't
Joe,
just.
for being
Yeah, that was a
great
Joe
owner.
move. That was a Joe move.
Joe
Thank
did
you
the
for
right
being a
thing
great
with that.
owner, Joe. Everybody should be thanking Joe Mansueto for being a great, ambitious owner. And the thing for Greg is hell hath no fury like a U.S. men's national team coach scorned. Look at Bruce Arena, who is leading the league. With San Diego, and look at Chicago Fire.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Greg Berhalter.
Hold on. Bruce Arena coaches San Jose.
San Jose, San Diego. No, San Diego.
No.
San Jose.
San Diego.
Oh no, I'm
What?
thinking San Diego. What?
Okay, no, but either way, you actually start seeing people say, "Hey, you guys miss Greg."
Mikey Varas is
You
the
know.
San Diego coach. Mikey Varas. Okay.
So,
That's Greg.
But
Bruce Arena was doing well though. The team, I thought maybe that was earlier in the season. Maybe, but there was one game I was watching where they were like talking about
San
how great he was.
Jose
Maybe that was
has
a while ago.
sparks. They have sparks. They're not there yet, but we're gonna get there faster.
San Jose's in a playoff position. They might not make it, but they're vying on the edge. They're 9th right now.
And that's the one last thing.
Yeah.
That's the one last thing I want to say, and then I
With
promise I'll
38.
shut up and we'll get out of here. Which is, I've said it about the U.S. team in the 2022 World Cup. They didn't get any further than any other U.S. team, but they played so much better than any other U.S. team had ever played. And I feel like that right now with the Fire, which is we have had so many better years, like record-wise, way in the past and stuff, but like, and we might be at the bottom of the playoffs in the East, but God, we have played so much better than bottom of the East, right? So like,
I feel so much better about this team.
God, yeah.
And
the
like you
2017
keep saying, I feel like we've all, or somebody keeps saying in the chat, if we were in the West, we would be what, 5th
Yep.
right now?
Yeah,
We'd be
we'd
fifth.
be 5th in the
We have
West.
51 points. 51 points. So, and the top of the table in the West is 57 points. So,
Whoa.
That's
That far stop.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
this is actually the first time in a while that the East is actually the stronger conference.
Well,
yeah.
The West has really only had the 2010s. Beyond that,
And the
before
West
and
is
after,
the West is 2 teams.
it was all the East.
So, no, I'm sorry. The West is 3 teams: the Galaxy, LAFC, and Seattle. That's
Oh, yeah.
it. That's it. There's nobody else. Vancouver, one off this year. Minnesota never has been. Austin, not gonna happen. Portland, good luck. Colorado, enjoy the weed. San Jose, too many earthquakes. Not the good kind. FC Dallas, enjoy your U.S. men's national team pipeline because that's all you'll ever do. Real Salt Lake, have fun with skiing. Houston Dynamo, good luck with baseball. Ha ha ha. St. Louis, it's Cardinal season
Yeah,
soon enough, and the Blues too. Sporting Kansas City, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen for Sporting Kansas City. And LA
Wow.
Galaxy, welcome back, Cotter.
So the LA Galaxy are going to be good again next year. Why are we talking?
They'll be back.
Oh my
Probably.
God, gentlemen,
back.
ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here, man. We have talked, like
We just having too much fun.
Yeah.
we are having a ridiculous amount of fun. So we are dangerously close to 500 subscribers. Please help us with that. We really appreciate all of you out there. And by all of you, we mean you, Alex.
Yeah, and Andrew, who listens to all of these.
You know what? Big ups to Andrew too. So, anyway, Jaymes, what in the world should people do with this like button?
I want you to poke that like button in the eye, real nice, real quick, just like your Austin Powers little. Boop, boop. And we'll see you guys next time here on Enemies of the Fire. We'll be back as we are releasing live episodes every Thursday. And thanks for hanging out, helping us hit our goal of 500 subscribers. And leave any comments below. We'd love to read them.